floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Michael Porter out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Van Vliet in at the point.
At the line, 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA, they take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country. One of the guys who fills up the stat sheet. Unfortunately for Cousins, that tends to include a high number of techs each year.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
So it's Toronto now. The Knicks making their last shot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez. Outside Porter. Pass to Hero. Van Vliet on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. That three's off the mark. And here's New York now. Now here's Kuzma. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
In the paint, Kuzma goes on the attack, making sure to play into the foul.
At the line, 2 shots.
That free throw no good.
Kyle Kuzma is trying to be more of a team player. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he's starting to accept his role.
He hits the second from the line. And we're about a minute into the first. Conley against Van Vliet. Pass to Hero. 4-3. And the Raptors miss again. Here's Ginobili. Gobert with a screen on Hero. And Gobert with the stuff.
And when Gobert cuts like that, it's over for the defense. For a big man, his mobility is unreal.
Picked it. Here's Ginobili over Hero. And that one's long.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Van Vliet right side. Pass to Sabonis. Hero left side. Got a piece of it. They shoot again.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
And we have to take another look at that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Van Vliet against Conley. Shot clock at 6.
Small stature, no matter. Conley competes at the defensive end on the floor. It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred Van Vliet has earned his spot in the league. The 6th man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
He drops it from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Kuzma, the pass to Lopez. And yep, it's good. Well, Smitty, Van Vliet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred VanVleet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
Here's Hero. After the basket by New York. Drains the triple.
This is really what separates Tyler Hero as a player. The confidence and touch from deep.
Gobert with a screen on VanVleet. Pass to Ginobili. Here's Gobert. Guarded by VanVleet. And he gets that one.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And Toronto calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Who wants a t-shirt? Get on your feet. Make some noise.
A big group substitution here for Toronto. Christian Wood is checked in for Cousins. Hield comes in for Michael Porter. Clarkson's checked in for Hero. And it's Dinwiddie in for VanVleet. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Dinwiddie against Brunson. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Toronto. Dinwiddie with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Mitchell Robinson at the line. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Maxey. Here he goes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Christian Wood picks one up.
And the improvement of Tyrese Maxey's three-point shot from his first season to second year, just unprecedented. He improved by over 12% with a huge increase in attempts as well.
That free throw's good from Maxey. And for a player with the speed and quickness of Maxey, Grant, leveling up that three-point shot changes everything for him.
Oh, so true, B.A. It becomes pick your poison with him. And it put him in a conversation last year for most improved player.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Hield. No good on the shot. New York goes the other way with it. Lets the 3 fly. And Maxey the bucket on the assist from Kuzma. Maxey's got 5.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Clarkson attacking. No good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Brunson passes to Maxey. Down low. Lopez. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And Lopez is just so big and long, which puts defenses in a bind and makes them overcommit at times.
first free throw is good.
You know, Brook Lopez has consistently evolved as a player, adding layer after layer to his game and making himself a threat on both ends.
Both good from the line that time. 1:21 left to play in the first. Pass to Robinson. Brunson against Dinwiddie. And he banks in the layup.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Here's Lopez. Outside Brunson. Gordon outside. Fires from deep. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Pass to Wood. And here's Hield. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
A prolific scorer dating back to his college days. Hield just understands how to generate points.
The first one falls.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
Hield hits them both. 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Lopez. Maxey with it. Fires for three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. Clarkson outside.
Knicks lead 19-11.
Dinwiddie outside. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for New York. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Your Knicks City Kings.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
We've got Mike Conley. Brook Lopez is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. That's the group for New York starting the second. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
Prolific on the glass. I mean, Sabonis turning that board into points.
Pass to Conley. Lopez, the screen on Hero. Here's Maxey. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Maxey's got 10.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Now Cousins, defended by Gobert. Lets it go from 11. Cousins can't hit. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Ginobili. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Throws it up high, and then Porter with the dunk.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
Lopez, the screen on Porter. Driving to the basket, and he comes up with a bucket.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Maxey against Hero. Connects from downtown. He's got 6.
That was a bomb from Tyler Hero. He can stroke it from different area codes.
Lopez, the screen on Porter. Ginobili gets the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. He's checked in for Maxey.
For your next Quaker Dance group.
Here's Van Vliet. He shoots. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Lopez. And again, New York with the triple.
At the 5 position, Lopez knocking down 3-pointers really helps this team spacing.
Picked by Sabonis. Hero for 3. And again, no good by Toronto. New York has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Here's Poole. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And the Knicks making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Hardaway's checked in for Toronto. The Raptors have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Van Vliet. Will it go? And it's Ginobili with a rebound. The Knicks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Now here's Gordon. Now Gobert. Poole from long range. Drills it from deep. Poole's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Kuzma's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Mike Conley. Clarkson outside. Pass to Cousins. And Gobert with a block. And he's able to get it back. The Knicks have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Here's Brunson. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Now here's Poole. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Here's Clarkson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Brunson with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. And Gordon with the big finish.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
Cousins finds Dinwiddie. Cousins with a screen on Brunson to win the drought. No good that time. Good work defensively by Gordon. 17-foot shot on the way. The shot misses, and it's Toronto taking it the other way. Clarkson outside. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. The Knicks with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Kuzma. Sinks that one from the post.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Poole from long range. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's New York with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to win the... Thanks very much, Allie. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Michael Porter. DeMarcus Cousins is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Hero in at the 2-guard position. Here's Ginobili. Here's Gobert. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Gobert's got 6.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
Porter's shot is off. For New York, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Conley with the ball. Now Porter defending. Pass to Lopez. Gobert with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice interior touch from Rudy. Good at getting ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Hero. Off the left rim and out.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Lopez, the screen on Hero. Pass to Lopez. Here's Ginobili. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Knicks making a change here. Maxey's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Robinson, he's checked in for Cousins. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Picked by Sabonis. 3-pointer, VanVleet. The Knicks pull it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Outside Maxey. Into the lane. And a two-handed jam.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score. You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ooh, poked away. Outside Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez, the screen on Hero. From deep, Conley. Not going to go that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. VanVleet on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. And it's Ginobili with a rebound. New York has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Pass to Conley. Here's Ginobili. The 3. And he can't get that one.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Now here's Robinson. He's guarded by Conley. The fader. No good. A bit long that time.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Robinson with a steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Ginobili. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. He's got 9. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New York.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
For 3, Maxey. Offensive rebound. And Gobert with the stuff. And he's now got the double-double.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Next foul. Manu Ginobili.
Gordon, he's checked in for New York. And Toronto also making a switch. Hield's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Three-pointer, VanVleet. That shot, no good. New York goes the other way with it. Pass to Gordon. Here's Lopez. Robinson defending. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Lopez, the screen. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Hield. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. VanVleet, the pass to Sabonis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Aaron Gordon.
You have to be ready to battle when going up against Sabonis. His size and strength can wear defenders down.
So both teams changing it up here. Both shots good from the stripe.
It's hard not to be excited about Sabonis, a multifaceted big man who does a little bit of everything.
Poole against Clarkson. Poole outside. From deep. Sinks the tray. Poole's got 9.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Knicks out in front, running away with this one. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Caleb Martin out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Reggie Bullock. And it's Poole in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Christian Wood. Second personal foul. First team foul. Reggie Bullock at the line. 1 shot.
Here's Toronto with the ball. Now Dinwiddie. Here's Hardaway. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Poole, the pass to Martin. To the middle. Here's Bullock. Some solid D from Wood. Toronto shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Pass to Dinwiddie. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Wood finds Hield. Here's Banchero. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's the three. Bullock puts it in. For New York, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Johnson. Poole outside. 5 to shoot. Let's go with a three. The shot off that time. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Oh, there's the alley. And Wood with the stuff.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Pass to Johnson. This one for three. And the Knicks miss again. For Toronto, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Hield from outside. They grab their own miss. Second chance effort. Banchero. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul. Offensively, Banchero is a difference maker. Not just with the talent, but with his relentless approach.
And the Raptors making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And he sinks the second. Grant, you watch Banchero. He's got a rare mix of moves for a big man.
Yeah, B.A., the perfect combination of size, strength, and skill. Crosses up defenders well, spin moves, excellent body control, and he uses his body to shield the ball when he's driving through the lane. He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Gobert's checked in for Bullock.
Rudy Gobert.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And the basket by Hield.
Yeah, no hesitation from the veteran Hield. A dangerous scorer in these catch-and-shoot situations.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
The officials were right on top of that one.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
He's an elite defensive talent in the game. The arms of Rudy Gobert just go on forever.
Maxey, he's checked in for Johnson. And so Gobert nails both of them. And so here is Toronto. Here's Banchero. With some arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Out of bounds, it'll be Raptors ball.
Toronto ball.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
The Raptors have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Cousins, the pass to Hield. Pass to Hardaway. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. Hardaway's got 5 points in the quarter.
More than just a score. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
Maxey, that's good.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
65-35.
Dinwiddie finds Hield. Here's Cousins. The Knicks with the rebound. Here's Ginobili. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Defense right on him. Cousins with a screen on Maxey. Hield from outside. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
This is his shot. The defense must chase Hield off that three-point line.
Poole, the pass to Maxey. Here's Ginobili. And that one hits the back iron.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Back to Robinson. Over Gobert. That's good from Robinson. On the assist by Dinwiddie.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Ginobili. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to Hardaway. Driving inside. Good on the bucket.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Ginobili. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building
Starting at 6 feet.
Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Morant is out there with Paul. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Now here's Morant. Now the pass to Paul. Embiid with a screen on Murray. Here's Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Paul finding a way that time to draw the foul.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
The first free throw is good.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Embiid, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Outside, Towns. Kicks it to Young. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Williamson against Murray. Paul outside. The 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Young, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft where those two guys swapped teams.
And the first one at the line is good. In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth. You've seen them in the playoffs. You've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Paul left side. Oubre pulls it in.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now here's Oubre for 3. Murray. The Grizzlies with another miss. Harris dishes to Morant. Passes it to Embiid. Murray against Paul. Embiid with a screen on Murray. Paul passes to Embiid. Good on the three-point shot. It's all knotted up.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Outside, Towns. Morant with the steal. lays it up off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Towns. Launches a three. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Paul kicks to Harris. New Orleans moving it around. Clock at 6. Here's Paul. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. Ingram right side. This one for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. I mean, there's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
Now here's Towns. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From downtown, Pelicans pull it in. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David.
Okay, fans, make some noise for the Grizzlies Breakers.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Randall's checked in for Tobias Harris. Joe Harris comes in for Zion Williamson. Terry Rozier's checked in for Paul. And Halliburton subbed in for Morant. Now here's Wall. Carter at the elbow. Right wing. Carter sets the pick for Ball. Wall finds Markkanen. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
Just loves it. Loves to play like a guard and shoot it from the perimeter. Markkanen's bread and butter.
Pass to Harris. Inside. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now here's Wall. Misses off the left iron. Harris looking it over. The pass to Rozier. Here's Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here is Carter. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Misses the 3. Pelicans leading by 5. Now Halliburton. Pass to Rozier. Embiid inside. Banked in off the glass. Embiid's got 9.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the New Orleans Pelicans. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now, and we've got...
Please give a big round of applause.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
They've got Markkanen, Oubre out there with Young. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Pelicans leading by 9. On the wing, Rozier. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Young against Halliburton. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Yeah, Tobias, too strong. Gets inside, not going to be denied.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Young finds Oubre. Towns with it. It's Young on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Drawing a foul down low, Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
For Memphis, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. No good on that one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Brogdon, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And he sinks the second.
The next step for Trae Young is just having that ability to focus on the defensive end and make some impact plays there.
Morant passes to Williamson. Over Oubre. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Young. And again, Memphis no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
To the right side. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Memphis.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Offensive rebound. Pelicans leading by 14. Harris outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Tobias there taking the contact, still leaning with it, scores it.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, This guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Jaw's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Brogdon with it, now guarded by Towns. Towns with the steal. Ingram outside. Shoots over Brogdon, and it's Ingram missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Morant. Brogdon outside. Williamson outside. Shot clock at 5. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Young passes to Murray. To the inside. Here's Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Embiid, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Joe Harris comes in for Williamson. Paul's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Halliburton subbed in for Morant. Ball, the pass to Bogdanovich. Carter with a screen on Harris. It's Carter, high post. Bogdanovich, no luck.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Pelicans shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
First one falls for him.
And Randall just continuing to fight out there, whether you're looking at his career or any individual game. This guy just doesn't back down.
Both free throws good from Randall. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 17. Jacks up a 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Paul looking around. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
Outside, Bogdanovich. 2 on the clock. Takes it inside. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter.
Thanks, David. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Paul. Harris is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Morant. And it's Williamson in at the 3. Towns sets the pick for Ingram. On the money from 12 feet away.
Brandon Ingram showing off the ways he can score. You know he's playing well when he's this patient to do so.
Paul passes to Embiid. Now here's Morant. Embiid with a screen on Young. And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got 6 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Oubre, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
And that one misses.
Oubre, the more he plays and gets into a rhythm, you start to see some of that confidence. That's going to help out the team.
Good on the second free throw. Pelicans leading by 20. There's the lob for Harris. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
And Young kicks to Towns. Ingram with it. He's picked up by Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Paul picks up that one. The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
I think Brandon Ingram, not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Rozier's checked in. No good on the second free throw. New Orleans leading by 21. Embiid with a screen on Young. Pass to Williamson. Out to Morant. Williamson trying to free himself up. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Williamson.
That smart play, signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Young pass to Murray. Towns sets the pick for Murray. Outside, Towns. No good on the triple. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Embiid, no good. The Grizzlies shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Murray, the pass to Oubre. He kicks it to Towns. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. Ingram dishes to Murray. And another miss by Memphis. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's the pass to Williamson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Williamson's got 6.
Well, the closer that Zion is going to get, the more effective he's going to become.
Towns, a screen on Morant. Oubre can't get it to go.
But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Pass to Williamson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Young. Outside, Towns. They can't stop the run with that one.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Here's Embiid. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
Murray finds Ingram. Now, here is Young. And he's way off from outside.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Murray outside. From outside the arc. And again, Memphis no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Embiid. And here is Rozier. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Some solid defense from Ingram. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Young. Ingram trying to get open. Shots good from Young. Young's got 5 now.
And even against a defense that tries to push up, Trae Young will continue to be aggressive like that.
Williamson with the bounce pass. From 17 feet out. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist from Williamson.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Young against Morant. Beyond the arc. Young's shot is off. And so it's New Orleans up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Wall out there with Wall. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. New Orleans gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Harris kicks to Randall. Harris setting the pick for Randall. His 3-pointers off the mark. Grizzlies shooting only 21% from the field so far. Wall passes to Drummond. Outside Bogdanovich. And stolen by Harris. Ball against Brogdon. Randall a screen on Wall. Paul's shot is off. Paul's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Now here's Wall. Drummond with a screen on Paul. Wall dishes to Drummond and taken away by Paul. To the middle. Here's Randall. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Here's Randall, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Heady play there from Randall. He knows that contact is coming, so he gets himself into position, draw the foul, and still score.
That one misses for Randall. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Wall against Paul. To the paint. Here's Randall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 8 points for Julius Randle.
Yeah, it's strong, and it's athletic, and it's left-handed, so tough for guys to adjust to that. Randall, tough matchup.
Feeds it to Bogdanovich. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Randall down low. He's guarded by Markkanen. Randall with the bucket.
The strength and the quickness, and now the confidence coming along as Randall's able to score.
Ball passes to Drummond. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Gets a hand on it, and Drummond is right there.
He's one of the best in the league at just grabbing those O boards, and we've seen him do it year in and year out.
Paul passes to Harris. Markkanen against Randall. Paul, a screen on Markkanen. Randall can't get that one to fall.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Harris. Drummond. And Drummond is right there.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Back to Paul. Harris outside. New Orleans moving it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Randall. Offensive rebound. He feeds it to Simmons. Goes up again. No good at the rim. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. There's the dish to Bogdanovich. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Harris.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Outside Bogdanovich. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. New Orleans dictating the flow. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Brogdon kicks to Harris. The pass to Randall. Harris outside. Randall finds Paul. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.